Alrighty, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Thursday Night Live Coin and Silver Auction with me, Raven of RavenHawk Coins. Hope everybody is doing well tonight. Good to see everybody coming to the nest early. Big shout out and a happy birthday to the one and only Jedi Master Deb. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Jedi Master Deb. Happy birthday to you. All right, guys. Good to see. We got Michael Smith, Silverman 92, Create Craft Coins and Collectibles, James Warner, Ty McFadden, Invisible River Ranch, Alan Hall, Silver Wishes, Mr. Edwards, a.k.a. Lee, Rubicon 60, Cool Things Texas, Eric A, Vincent Capriona, Emil G2, Coin Silver, Angie Crowell's here. Good to see James Warner, Steve Hendricks, Chew is here, Wolf Tracks, Den Mo. We're going to get started off with our early bird giveaway, and that item is a 1966 United States Mint set. Put it right there. What up, Doug Harding? Nice, brother. I'm glad it got to you safe. Buy up gold and silvers here. Jim Shank, Happy Bears. Gary S. is in the nest, my friends. So I'm going to turn on the night bot. And we'll get our giveaway started. Then we'll get into the auction. What's up, Jimmy J? Metallic Silver Skull. Alright, let me get over here and turn on this darn bot. Where is it at? There it is. Get the giveaway started. Put it on live chat. All right, my friends. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. What's up, Vern's Rocks and Stuff? How you doing, my friend? Cassie Hall in the nest. Greg Chapman. Harley Babe is here. To Jones. Mike Schleiz. Let's see. Michael Wells. Michael Smith, I think I said hi. KJ in Ohio. Chris Helms is here. K-Song 2006. Brown Sugar 0069 is here. Daryl USA in the nest. Good to see you guys. What's up, Jura Jones? Bigfoot. I'm sure I probably missed somebody already, like Silver Chupacabra. Brother Doug Wagner. Jeff is here. Silver Wishes. James Warner. That one VR4. Brian Jensen. Good to see everybody. Guys, Eric A. 41 months as a Silver Hawk. Holy cow. 3+ years, my friends. That is just absolutely crazy that much time has gone by that fast. What's up, little penny coins? How you doing? All right, I'm going to be right back. Hey, brother Bill Driscoll, crazy stacker. I'll be right back in just a second. Rubicon 60, yeah, we'll talk about that in a second, about silver. Wayne Lynn in the nest. And I'm going to be right back. We'll pick a winner, then, get things going. Guys, Invisible River Ranch, 38 months as a platinum penguin. The U.S. Mint, huh? I've been boycotting the U.S. Mint for a long time, and then I got talked back into going, what's up, Johnny T and Yoksnav? Talked back into going to buy something from them, from my buddy B3, and they have held my money hostage for months now. Guys, Jedi Master Deb with a $10 super chat says, let's get the train a-rolling. Thank you, Jedi Master Deb. That's really nice of you. All right, I'll be right back. Open up a little sparkling water. But again, thank you again to Jedi Master Deb. Invisible River Ranch joining in with $1 super chat. Thank you, Invisible. Teacher 1388. Yeah, we can see you. I just wasn't in the room. The Mint's getting a new director. That'd be nice. Peter Bowes. You know, I'm not happy that I ordered the Batman coins. They said that they were mine. Guys, Eric A with a $10 super chat says, I'll join like a car needs passengers. Guys, James Warner coming in. I'll match that Jedi Deb. Any other takers? You guys are unbelievable. Thank you. I appreciate it. You know, I bought items from the Mint, and like I said, they've had over $400 of mine for the last couple months, and it says it's on back order. I don't really appreciate them saying that it's on back order and just holding my money all that time, you know? I mean, I think that's kind of ridiculous that they're getting an interest-free loan. Guys, Metallic Silver Skull says, okay, if a Jedi says so. He's putting in $325. I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. J-Dog with his $5 super chat said, you better call somebody. Brother. Good to see you, Lyle Akamoto. Yeah, James Warner, it's unfortunate, you know. I mean, because I've supported them for so long, and I've literally gotten the short end of the stick on more than a few things. And, you know, this was like a retry because I was told, oh, no, it's doing better. Guys, Johnny T with a $2 super chat. Thank you, Johnny. Appreciate you. Doug Harding, flatbed, no passengers, $2. You guys are amazing. Thank you very, very much. You're too kind. You know, and I feel bad because on one hand I was really stoked that you know, B3 told me about it, and then the Mint just made sure to let me down yet one more time. All right. Let's pick a winner for the early bird in 3, 2, 1. Booyah! Michael Smith, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Smith is our first winner on the night. He's getting the 1966 special Mint set. So we'll put his name on here. Michael Smith. All right. Guys, silver, what it's doing right now is absolutely just phenomenally crazy. To see it going up like it is, and where's the end in sight? Who knows? What's up, Gator Train Chaser? Who really knows where it's going to go? You know, I honestly... I expect a pullback coming up at some point, but I could be wrong. You know, it's all speculation. $63 an ounce, guys. That's just unheard of in the sense of I did a video last year talking about had you invested into silver, that it took 7 years for it to double. Now in the last 6 months, it's more than doubled again. If it keeps going up, you know, that's insane. You know, if silver hits $100, and I've said this before, I mean that's quite telling that we're in a pretty gnarly time in history. Honestly, you know, a lot of people say, "Oh, silver's underpriced." But I'm not one of those believers of $100 an ounce silver. You know, I mean, and if it makes it there, it makes it there. You know, it's just one of those things that's kind of crazy. Eric A, it's tripled since I started buying from you. Yeah, man, it's one of those things. And you know, I made a video about 90% silver the other day, and you know, it's gotten to the point where there's shops that are literally normally would have a $3 or $4 premium on 90% silver, and now they're selling the silver at melt, and the refiners are still closed, and so there's backups, you know, literally backups in shops. They're having a hard time with cash flow. Anyways, let's get into the auction, my friends. We got lot number 1 starting off the night, and it is a BU 50 centavo, ladies and gentlemen, right here. Well, I said AUBU. We're going to put it under the invisible scope and let you guys take a look at it as well. I just got to get my thing in the right spot here. But here we go, 1945. Look at that gorgeous. It's got a little bit of little toning of sorts, you know, just from some patina, so to speak. Crazy thing is now this coin here, you know what? See, the scope always throws me off. When I look at this under the loop, I see more detail in here than what it's showing in the scope, because the scope really over magnifies. But the scope is a nice thing to have. No matter what, it has $11 just in silver nowadays. I mean, for a 50 centavo, that's pretty crazy. We're gonna start the bid at $1. The desk cam was actually trying to focus. Finally, right? All right, let me turn off that scope so we can put this in the spot that everybody can see. Mr. Edwards coming in at 11, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Lee in the lead. Jeff coming in at 12. CM Silver in the nest, ladies and gentlemen. CM is here. James Warner coming in at 15 with the Snope. James Warner in the lead, looking for $16 to make us holla. Do we hear 16? James in the lead, going once. James Warner in the lead at 15, going twice. Looking for $16 for good lucks. Had a nice talk last night with Sergeant Stacker and Miss Sergeant Stacker. They're doing really well. Last call for Mr. Al Key. Ho, ho, ho. James Werner in the lead at 15. Ladies and gentlemen, looking for $16. All in. As a matter of fact, when I did the math on that, that was $61 silver, so now it's up a little. Well, fair warning, this bad coin is sold to James Werner for 15. You know, I did a video a day ago, okay, and silver in the morning was at $58. It's a $5 jump in literally less than 48 hours. You know, it's kind of scary. I feel sorry for the people that are just now getting into silver, because they are really the ones that stand to lose the most. Most of us have a bit of a stack, you know, built up, and if we needed to sell, we'd be doing really well. We'd actually be making a profit. And, you know, I'm just along for the ride. It's hard to even speculate anymore who's right, if it's going to go up, if it's going to go down, you know. But 63 is holy smokes. All right, 74 through 76, Canadian Olympic swimmer. 3/4 of an ounce of silver in there, ladies and gentlemen. And that's almost $45 just in silver in this coin for melt. So we'll start the bid. I'll tell you what, I'll start the bidding at $40. Now that, and here's the thing, it's already gone up since I did this earlier. Gary S in the nest at 40. Eric A dropping the bomb, coming in at 50, ladies and gentlemen. Eric A in the lead at 50, looking for at least 51 to get her done. Going once. Eric A in the lead at 50, looking for 51. I started stacking at 25 an ounce and thought I got in late. No regretting it now. Only wish I had stacked even more. Exactly, Savvy. Hindsight is always 20/20. Going twice. Eric A in the lead. Gary S in the nest coming back at 51 to get it done. Going once. Gary S at 51 looking for 52. Going twice. Gary S in the lead at 51. Last call for Mr. Alcohol, ladies and gentlemen. Gary S in the lead. Eric A trying to get, I think Eric A was coming in at 52 with another snow. Eric A and Gary S battling it out. Eric A in the lead going once. Eric A in the lead looking for 53 like we're Johnny T going twice. Eric A in the lead. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Gary is out. Eric A in the lead at 53. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Eric A for 53. Thank you, Eric. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, Gary S. All right. Get Eric's name on here. Alrighty. Oh, 52. Okay. My bad. I sometimes make mistakes. Is there a certain amount of silver spot to hit before you would stop buying? J-Dog, I really can't stop buying. I mean, I'm more coin-based than bullion-based. That sounds like I'm making food. But here's the thing. Silver, for a lot of coins all of a sudden, at the shop that I'm at, we've had to actually physically go through and look at coins and change pricing because now a lot of coins have more than gone past their numismatic value just in silver weight. And we had talked about this before. That there was a certain amount of it losing value, their collector value with gold and silver, and now even more silver is having to be reevaluated at a lot of stores. So honestly, it's one of those things where you might be able to go to some stores and do well. Eric Williams, we do PayPal, but via PayPal, if you want to get invoiced, you can actually use a credit card, you can use your ATM. PayPal accepts all sorts of stuff these days, but it is goods and services. All right, this is a 1934 Balboa, Panama, 1934. This is a gorgeous coin, ladies and gentlemen. Same size as a Morgan, so you're looking at about $50 just in the silver now. And we'll start the bid off at 45 to stay alive. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Guys, Doug Harding coming in at 52 with the pew, 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 pew. Doug in the lead at 52, looking for 53. Mike McGrath at 53. Metallic Silver Skull dropping a bomb on us at 64, ladies and gentlemen. Metallic Silver Skull in the lead, looking for 65, going once. Metallic Silver Skull in the lead. Is that David Lee Roth on the obverse? It looks more like Sylvester Stallone. Rocky wearing a Balboa. Oh, Adrian. But metallic silver skull at 64, looking for 65. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. And I will be at Grapevine Saturday, walking around and hoping to find some good stuff. I'll be there tomorrow afternoon. Doug Harding coming in at 65 and staying alive. Looking for 66, going once to Doug. Doug in the lead. Going twice at 65. Will it hold? Last call, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, Denmo? Doug Harding at 65, looking for 66. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad coin is sold to Doug Harding for 65. Good job. Doug says, Adrian. Now the dogs are barking at something. But, you know, silver and gold, they run in cycles, and just lately it has been really crazy where it's at. Laundromat movie. Jake Thomas, no, I know that you've asked me to do this before, and I say I'm going to, and I just simply forget. I watch a lot of documentaries more than movies. Hold on a second, guys. I'll be right back. I gotta fix this. That's enough. That's enough. Yes, you loudmouth. I hear you. I hear you. All right. Okay. She's barking at a squirrel. All right. Next item up, ladies and gentlemen, we have an 1890 Morgan silver dollar. Beautiful. It's got a little chatter. It's got a little toning starting. Not a bad coin at all. And we're going to start the bid at 45 to stay alive. Create Craft. Wonder if that was Coin Crew. That's funny. Guys, James Warner coming in at 45 with the George. Ty McFadden also likes to bark at the squirrels. That's funny. So yeah, right now, let's see. What would... I'm curious. If we take 63 times 0.77. Peppa, that's enough. Right now, melt on a Morgan is almost $50. That's insane. All right, guys. Going once, James Warner. James about to get a smoking deal. Gary S. coming in with the George. Going once to James at 51. Looking for 52 like Mr. LeFew. What you gonna do? Going twice. James Warner in the lead at 51. Gary S. battling in at 52. Jeff Wisco 53. James Warner staying alive because he can't drive. 55. Gary S. in the nest at 56. Ladies and gentlemen, Gary at 56. Looking for 57. Going once. Michael LeFew in the nest. Remember when Morgans were 20 to 25? J-Dog, I remember my dad used to buy them for $7 and $8 and give them to his students when they were doing good in class. James Warner coming in at 57. Gary S. at 58. Jeff trying to get in there, but Gary a little quicker on the draw. Jeff now at 59 and making it fine. Coming in at 60s, James Warner. Gary S. in there as well. Gary S. at 61, looking for 62. What you gonna do? Gary S. in the lead. It's a battle, says Create Craft Coins and Collectibles. Going once, going once. Looking for 62, going twice, my friends. Gary S. in the lead at 61. Is it going to hold? It's last call for Mr. Alcohol. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Gary S. for 61. Would I buy it now, the 3 Olympic coins for 160? As long as people in the chat aren't upset about it, sure. I think that's more than fair. I'm not against it. Let's see here. We'll put it to a vote, I guess. I mean, I'm not sure how else to do that. Let's see here. All right, we'll start the poll, see what people say. I don't have a problem with somebody asking. I know, some people, they're not really big on the Olympic ones. Sometimes they like them. I just didn't want to upset people, and say, no, you can't do that. But we'll see what happens. That's funny. All right, so far the nest is weighing in. They don't want to do it. I'm not sure why. You know what? Here's the thing. This next lot up is one of those Olympic coins. Wow, an astounding no across the board. But hey, you know what, Eric? At least you asked. And maybe next time, if there's something you see that you want ahead of time, I might be able to do something else. Let's see here. Where am I? This is lot number 5. Oh, wait. I guess the way I said it, the no's mean that it's okay. Do you mind if he gets it for 160? People are saying no, they don't mind. Okay, Eric can have it. I was literally hey, that's the thing about the English language, and guys, you were awesome to be able to let Eric do this. So let me grab the other Olympic coin out of its spot. And that's number 10. All right, so Eric A is getting all 3. And I will put them in his envelope. I should have phrased the question better. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for understanding. All right. Oh, you know what? These 2 go over there. I don't. All right, so Eric A, doing good. I confused myself, Eric. I look at the way I wrote the question, and the voting is set to where you're allowed to have it, so we're going to do it. Eric A, thank you again. I appreciate it. All right, let me move that envelope out of the way, and we're on to lot number 6. I brought it on myself. Mike McGrath, up top there is a link for the list of stuff. There's also an auction preview video. Let me end the poll since we know that's taken care of. Let's see here. Up next is the 2025 Ultra Breaks Year of the Snake. Mike McGrath, no worries, brother. And the reserve on this one is at $70. I mean, honestly, with silver being where it's at right now, 70 is like not really that high for what this is. Somebody, when they bought this, paid quite a bit to get it. Ty McFadden coming in with the George is 70, ladies and gentlemen. Ty McFadden in the lead at 70, looking for at least 71 to get her done. Do we hear it? I was going against it as I wanted to pay less, really. I gotcha. Going once to Ty McFadden, the only bidder on the Ultra Break 2025 Year of the Snake. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Alcohol, ladies and gentlemen. All right, all in. Fair warning. I'm going to put on the sheet an asterisk. So no worries, Create Craft. I appreciate you, brother. This bad coin is sold to Ty McFadden for 70. Congratulations, Ty. What's up, Jungle Marine? Ty says, sweet. Yeah, not too shabby, man. I think the lowest price I saw that online was about $80. All right, next item up, we have an 18. What's up, Karen Prepper? How you doing? 1886 AUBU Morgan. Very gorgeous coin. Nice cartwheel there. It is not a rotated die. I just have it in there a little off-centered. And we will get this party started. I thought about you, Jungle Marine, when I saw the Camel Joe rounds. I still have them. You'll be first to know. All right, starting bid on the 86 is at 45. What's up, Zeke? Guys, James Warner coming alive with the George. James Warner in the lead at 45. Looking for 46 in the mix. Ladies and gentlemen, going once. For a second, I thought that said 1846. Again, you say, yes, I actually do appraise coins all the time. I work at a coin shop and I buy collections for my boss, and I see a lot of coins all the time. Got Richard Hunter at 46, James Warner at 47. Create Craft, that's awesome, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. That makes it easy. All right, James Warner at 47, going once. James at 47, looking for 48, going twice. Buy up gold and silver coming in at 48, making it great. James Warner at 49. What's up, Darren Wilkinson? Guys, James Warner in the lead at 49, looking for 50, going once. Jedi Master Deb says, get it, going twice. Again, another happy 21st birthday to Jedi Master Deb. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. James Warner at 59. Or 49. God, I'm messing up prices again. All in. Fair warning. This bad Morgan is sold. To James Warner for 49. What a deal. Holy cow. All right. Congrats to James. I think our Coles, the ones that are not even close to this at the shop now, are over 45 or something. So getting that at that's a heck of a deal. But James deserves it. He's bought quite a few things over the years. Coin and Craft, welcome to the nest. How you doing? All right, 1947 Balboa, ladies and gentlemen. This is a gorgeous coin. And unfortunately, you guys might recognize some of these coins from the last auction. I had somebody that ran up a bill and just ghosted. You know, it's only happened a few times in the nest, literally probably 3 or 4 times at most. What a great ride it's been. The nest and the Raven are the best, says James Warner, 43 months as a RavenHawk. Yeah, you know, it is what it is. Like, what can you do? Starting bid on this Balboa is going to be $45. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. That time again, 16 months of coin fun with Raven in the nest at the 16 months as a Silverhawk with Visterion, guys. Guys, we got Richard Hunter at 45, McGrath at 47, 5 memberships given out by Jedi Master Deb. Right on, guys. Michael LaFew says, pew, pew, pew. At 50, Jeff Wisco at 52. Looking for 53, like we're Johnny T. Going once. Jeff in the lead at 52. Looking for 53. Going twice. What's up, Patrick Sutherland? Welcome to the show. Last call from Mr. Alcohol. Jeff at 52. Looking for 53. Invisible River Ranch with a super chat for $1. What's up, Resin Dragon, my friend? Good to see ya. All right, guys. Jeff in the lead. Looking for 53. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Jeff for 52. What's up, Blue and Brown Boatsy? How you doing? Good to see ya. All right. What's up, Roy Boy? This is Jeff. Wisco. Thank you, Jeff. Much appreciated. But yeah, it's really kind of strange because the person that this happened with, they had been really, you know, corresponding quite a bit. They had bought coins in the past, and I reached out and just never heard back. It was like really strange. But hey, it's all good. All right, 1923 San Francisco Peace Dollar. NGC slabbed and certified at a 62. And this one, I noticed, has a heck of a die crack. That isn't a scratch. That's a giant die crack right there going from In God and then up through into the Eye of Liberty. A little bit there on the R of Liberty again. I'm not an expert on, as a matter of fact, the die crack goes down into close to the 1 of 1923. And then the reverse is pretty cool. You know, kind of surprising to see such a large die crack on this coin, because you just don't really see that often on peace dollars. But that one is up for grabs. I do have a reserve at $80. And this coin on gray sheet is about 105, give or take, even though I put 95 on the sheet. I get a little good deal. You guys get a deal as well. All right. Good luck, everybody. Roy Boy coming in with the George. Richard Sappington, a good chance. You would have to look it up on VAMs to figure out which one it would be. But, you know, that is a enormous die break, or what they call crack. All right, going once to Roy Boy. Guys, Roy Boy about to get a killer deal. Going twice, coming in at $80. Busy birthday, lots of appointments. Have to have another surgery to take hardware out of my arm. Ooh. Jedi Master Deb, we'll keep you in our prayers for sure. All right, last call, guys. Roy Boy in the lead. You guys are a tough crowd tonight. All right, all in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Roy Boy for an amazing $80. Did Jeff get in there? Let me double check real quick. Nope. Jeff missed it by just a smidgen. Roy Boy with the win. All right, congratulations to Roy. Jeff, thanks for trying, brother. I appreciate it. All right. So that was lot number 9. Number 10 went away. We'll do a giveaway after this next one here, and that's going to be for a 40% Eisenhower. This one next up is a half dime, so I'm going to put it right under the scope without wasting any time. Right there, 1853 half dime. Really cool little coin. You got full Liberty and everything in there. And then the reverse does have a rotation to the die. That's actually a pretty good amount of rotation now that I look at it a little bit more. All right, let me... So that's the seated 1853-0 with arrows. And I think what my starting bid... Hold on a second. I forgot to put something for this, but we'll say the starting bid is 35. Good luck, my friends. Good luck. Did I not put the... Yeah, it should be on there. Okay. Guys, Invisible River Ranch trying to get in there. Zeke in the lead at 36. Cool Things was in the lead at first. Zeke Rodriguez. Cool Things at 37. James Warner at 38, ladies and gentlemen. James in the lead at 37. Looking for 38. Looking for 39. Going once to Blue and Brown Boatsy. Invisible River Ranch coming in at 40, ladies and gentlemen. Invisible River Ranch in the lead at $40. Taking the lead. The one and only Zeke Rodriguez coming in at 41. To get her done, ladies and gentlemen. Zeke in the lead at 41. Jungle Marine coming in at 42 like Mr. LeFew. Invisible River Ranch at 45 and staying alive. Going once, my friends. Invisible River Ranch in the lead at 45, looking for 46. Blue and Brown trying to get in there, but Invisible in the lead, looking for 46. Going twice, my friends. Invisible River Ranch in the lead. Is it going to hold? You just never know. It's once, it's twice, it's 3 times for Larry, a.k.a. last call for Mr. Alcohol. Blue and Brown coming in at 47. Zeke trying to get in there, but Blue and Brown just a little bit higher on the bid, looking for 48. Going once, my friends. Blue and Brown Boatsy in the lead. Invisible River Ranch snapping right back at 48. Making it great. Looking for 49. Going one time. Invisible River Ranch in the lead at 48. Looking for 49. Blue and Brown says, I got 49. Now we're looking for 50. Do we hear 50? Going once. Blue and Brown in the lead at 49. Invisible River Ranch coming in at 50, ladies and gentlemen, with a George of his own. Going once. Zeke is out. Invisible River Ranch going twice at 50. Guys, blue and brown Boatsy coming back again at 51. Going once, looking for 52. Like we're Mr. LeFew. Invisible River Ranch is staying alive at 55. My friends, holy cow. Going once to Invisible River Ranch at 55. Looking for 56. And blue and brown coming back with a mini bomb. Dropping the bomb on us, ladies and gentlemen. Coming in at 60 bucks. Invisible Ranch answering right back at 61. Looking for 62. Like we're Mr. LeFew. What you gonna do? Going once. Jungle Marine says it's on, baby. Going twice. Invisible River Ranch. Look out. I was looking for another bidder, says Eric A. Blue and brown coming in at 64. Trying to get out that door. Looking for 65. Going once. Blue and brown at 64. Looking for 65. Going twice. Invisible River Ranch is out. What a battle. Last call for Mr. Owl Key Hall. Ladies and gentlemen. Holy cow. Boatsy at 64. All in. Fair warning. Warning. This bad coin is sold to blue and brown Boatsy for 64. What a battle. Gary S. says, holy cow indeed. You just never know what coin is going to get two people to battle it out, but blue and brown Boatsy with the win. Thank you, Blue and Brown. Thank you, Invisible River Ranch. We've been really blessed so far. Hi, Pep. You coming in to say hi? Oh, you gonna say hi to everybody instead of bark? Bark at the moon. Do, 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 do. Come here. Come here. Come on, you can do it. Oh, you're a big girl. Oh, you're a big girl. Yes, you're a big girl. Yes, you are. You're such a lovey. You are a lovey. You okay? You okay? All right. Thanks for visiting. All right, Peppa, everybody. All right, our giveaway for the midstream, ladies and gentlemen. Right here, 1973 uncirculated Eisenhower. Up for grabs, my friends. Let me turn on the night bot. All right, good luck, everybody. Good luck. James Warner, not the winner. That's funny. Excuse me. Guys, Darren Wilkinson, 12 months as a Copper Falcon, says he's feeling lucky. Been here a year with the nest. Man, time just flies. Unreal. All right. We're going to see who the winner is in 3, 2, 1. Booyah. Resin Dragon Studios. Who's Resin Dragon? Anybody know somebody named Resin Dragon Studios? Hashtag FreeBear2425 now going into 26. Bear don't love me anymore. All right, Resin with the win. And you know what, guys? Since Resin got a win, I am going to add another quick giveaway. And let's see, what will that be? You're welcome, Resin. How about a BU quarter? Which now with where silver's at, it's like a $13, $14 coin, right? No, I think it's more like, well, because it's uncirculated, it'd probably be about $15 if you bought one brand new now. Let me get some staples in this thing. We're going to do one more giveaway. Just to say thank you to everybody. Daryl USA, but you have won. I know that for a fact. Ty McFadden, this is a 1961 Denver BU T-Full. What are you barking at, Pep? What? Are you on night patrol? She got all excited and ran away. All right, guys. I'm going to give it another minute or two, and then we'll pull the winner. What up, Mustang Dave? Gene Anderson's here. Good to see you. All right. Look, be a lady tonight. Hey. Little Jedi, all you have to do is be active in chat. All you got to do is be in here just speaking. And the bot will notice you're here. And if your name gets pulled, you win. You must be at least 18 years of age. Yeah, 11:47 just for the melt. Crazy, huh? Resin, tell him, give him a hug for me. My Asian doppelganger. All right. Let's see who the winner is in 3, 2, 1. Booyah. Patrick Sutherland, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's actually a new name to the show. Patrick Sutherland with the win. So congratulations. Patrick. In the win. All right. Give me one sec, guys. All right. So make sure you're new, that you're welcome, Patrick. That you send us an email, RavenHawkCoins@gmail.com. We do ask that you Claim your gifts. All right. So, next item up, lot number 12. Yeah, it is cool to see some first-timers win. JC the T-Man, how you doing? Next up, we got a Barber dime. We're going to put the dimes under the invisible scope, ladies and gentlemen. Very nice. This is a 1912 Denver. It's in a VF, close to XF. It's got a couple little tiny surface scratches, but it's a nice coin overall. What's up, Lori Camarista? Good to see you. All right, and probably worth about 20 to 25 bucks, give or take. We're going to start the bid at $7. All right, good luck, everybody. Good luck. What's going on, Blunt Object 420? Welcome to the show. Guys, Rockzilla coming in at $10 to make us holler, ladies and gentlemen. Rockzilla in the lead. James Warner coming back at 11. Invisible River Ranch at 20 with the bomb on us. CM Silver is in there at 22. Like Mr. LeFew, what you gonna do? CM in the lead. Invisible River Ranch coming back and staying alive at 25. Invisible River Ranch going once. Invisible River Ranch in the lead at 25. Looking for 26 in the mix. Going twice. Oh, Invisible River Ranch outbid CM at 26. Zeke Rodriguez at 28, ladies and gentlemen. Zeke in the lead. Going once. Going once. I had my cursor in the wrong place, guys. Zeke in the lead at 28. Looking for 29. Going twice. CM coming in at 29 for dime time. Going once. CM in the lead at 29. Looking for 30. Invisible River Ranch IRR coming in at 30. What's up, MPK Bunny? Going once. Invisible River Ranch at 30. Going twice. Invisible holding strong. Last call for Mr. Owl. Key. Zeke coming in at 31. Getting in there just before CM Silver. Looking for 32 like we're Mr. LePew. Going once to CM Silver, ladies and gentlemen, at 32. Invisible River Ranch is out. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. CM in the lead at 32. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to CM Silver for 32. Ladies and gentlemen, what a battle. Thank you, CM. Thank you, Zeke, and everybody else. I appreciate you. All right. Zeke, you got to refresh, brother. You just missed it. All right, next item coming up is a seated Liberty dime. Again, it has a small rotated die to it. Let me turn on the Invisible Ranch dressing scope. All right, there we go. 1889. And even if when I straighten it out, guys, Sergeant Stacker, 67 months as a Platinum Penguin. Holy cow, that's almost 7 years. Good evening, everybody. I hope I didn't miss all the good stuff. You rock, brother. All right, guys, so seated dime here. Starting bid on this one, we'll start it off at $10. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Invisible River Ranch coming in at 10, ladies and gentlemen. Invisible River Ranch in the lead. Looking for at least Zeke at 15. Stone Sapien, how you doing? Welcome to the show, guys. Zeke at 15, looking for $16. Invisible River Ranch coming in at 16. Wayne Lynn coming in and dropping the bomb on us, ladies and gentlemen, at 30. Going once to Wayne. Invisible River Ranch coming back on the attack at 35. Looking for 36. Going once. Heck yeah, Eric A. Wayne Lynn stepping in, coming in at 40, ladies and gentlemen. Wayne in the lead at $40. Invisible at 41, ladies and gentlemen. Zeke Rodriguez says he is out. Going once to Invisible River Ranch at 41. Looking for 42. Going twice, my friends. The bidding is hot and heavy on these dimes. I'll try to get my hands on some more seated Liberty dimes and some more barbers for you guys. Last call for Mr. Alki Hall. But we don't see him very much lately. You know, it's just one of those things. Invisible River Ranch at 41. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Invisible River Ranch for 41, ladies and gentlemen. IRR with the win. All right. So, Invisible River. Hey, Invisible, I know Miss Raven sent you an email. She had a question about clarification on your nest box. So when you get a chance, if you can write her a line, she'd appreciate it. Ugh. I just remembered. All right, lot number 14, ladies and gentlemen, we have another one of those cool ultra breaks right here. 2024 Australian Koala 1 ouncer in the ultra breaks label. And crazy thing is the reserve bid on it's $67. Silver's at 63, so you're literally only $4 above spot on an ultra break. Good luck, my friends. Good luck. I smell pot roast. Smells good. Jeff Wisco coming in with the George at 75. Going once to Jeff, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff at 75. Got my first 1 ounce silver today. Nice, little Jedi. Going twice. We're not going to slow roll it. Last call. All in. What's up, Shimbone? Fair warning. Bad coin is sold to Jeff Wisco for 75. Heck of a killer deal, Jeff. When the person, whoever bought this originally, probably paid about $200, $250 to get it, trying to chase after one of those gold coins. Alrighty. Next one up, ladies and gentlemen. This is a gorgeous toned. You know, the cameras don't do these justice, but this has some really nice toning on the obverse. The reverse is starting to get some toning started as well. But that's a 42D full split band Merc dime, ladies and gentlemen. Heck, we'll even put it under the scope if you want to see it a little bit closer. But right there it is, 42. And see, I'm telling you, the cameras on these, they don't really do them justice. But that is a full split band. There's that Denver mint mark right there at the bottom. Nice. And reserve on this is at 45. So good luck, everybody. Need that TrueView camera, says Invisible. Well, Invisible River Ranch, you're the reason I have an epic camera as it is, you know. Guys, Shinbone coming alive at 45. Jeff trying to get in there. Sergeant Stacker coming in at 55. Dropping the bomb on us, ladies and gentlemen. And don't forget, we're giving away a slabbed Merc this evening for the end of stream. Shinbone coming back at 57. Now we're looking for 58 to make it great. Shinbone in the lead, going once. Shinbone in the lead, going twice. Yeah, the sound system is definitely sounding better in here. Over time, we've improved a lot. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Shinbone in the lead. Sergeant Stacker coming in at 65. Going once, my friend. Sergeant Stacker just dropping the hammer. Going twice. Last call. Looking for 66 in the mix. Shinbone is out. All in. Fair warning. This bad Merc is sold to Sergeant Stacker for 65. Heck of a cool thing. Thank you, Sarge. Sergeant Stacker, Miss Stacker, really like family. You know, they've come to Oklahoma multiple trips, like 3 different times so far. And we even went down to Texas and did some coin show stuff with them, him and Miss Stacker. Your scope is really sharp. Thank you, Brother Doug. All right, this next one is a beast of a coin, ladies and gentlemen. This is the 1936S PCGS slabbed and certified MS63 Boone, Daniel Boone commemorative. And it's got a little bit of a toning that's not really catching it in the camera, but that's a nice coin. I do have a reserve on this at 185. Retail is about 220. 210, give or take, depending on where you buy it from or who you get it from. But I got a little bit of a deal, so like always, I try to give you guys a fair deal as well. But yes, reserve on this one is at 185. It is a literal bad boy coin. Daniel Boone was a man, says Bombay Sapphire. Yes, Daniel Boone was a man, that's for sure. All right, so Daniel Boone in. Sounds better than the tin can karaoke with RavenHawk back in the day. Tin can karaoke. That's funny. All right, guys. Tammy Simones, welcome to the nest, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're going once at 180. Looks like I don't have any action going on so far. Guys, Shinbone coming in at 185. Got in there before Cool Things, looking for 190, going once. Shinbone in the lead at 185, looking for 190, going twice. MAGA America says bad boy coin, LOL. Well, the laughing face. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Yes, Eric A. Daniel Boone. Isn't that the name? Daniel Boone? I thought it was Daniel. Guys, Cool Things coming in at 190. Going once. Cool Things at 190. Looking for 195. Going twice. Cool Things in the lead. Looking for 195. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. All in. Fair warning. This bad Boone is sold to Cool Things for 190. Thank you, Cool Things. Thank you, Shinbone. Jeremy Lafolle, welcome to the nest. Pal Harry Tongue, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. All right, Cool Things. We're going to have a really cool giveaway at the end of the stream. A 1943 Merc Dime, PCGS slabbed and certified at an MS66, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. That is our end of stream giveaway right there, my friends. Not too shabby. What up, Forrest? All right, next item up, my friends. We have a 1980 Casa de Moneda, 1 ounce silver from Mexico. A 1 ouncer BU. It's got some really cool toning going on. And reserve bid on this bad boy is $65. A whopping $2 over melt. You can't go wrong. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Jedi Master Dev says, I love that. Thank you. There we go. Wisco coming in at 65. American Patriot in the nest. What's up, bud? Didn't see you in here. Jeff at 65. Looking for 66. Going once. Yes, it is sterling silver, so it's like 33.6 something or whatever grams. 33.625, but it's actually 1 ounce of 3/9 fine is what it equates to. Going twice. Jeff in the lead at 65, looking for 66. What's up, Peppa? You're back again? Uh-oh, you got your leash on, huh? Did you do something? Did you chew something up again? All right, my friends, all in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Jeff for 65. Heck of a deal. Congratulations, Jeff. All right. We are almost through the night, ladies and gentlemen. We only have 22 lots on the night. We're on to lot number 18 next. Yes, hi, Peppa. You've been high maintenance tonight, huh? You just want some love. You just want some love. I see ya. You're a good girl. All right, go play. You got 2 kids back there. Go play. All right, next item up. Paul Harrington, how you doing? Welcome to the show. We have a 1927 S San Francisco Peace Dollar, PCS slabbed and certified at an AU 55. This is a key date Peace Dollar. As far as less than a million minted, it was 866,000 minted. The reserve on this is at 160. The retail's about 185 in most shops. So good luck, everybody. How high will silver go? You know, I don't know, man. I don't know, American Patriot. Guys, Shinbone coming in with the George. James Warner coming in at 165 with the Snopage. Shinbone at 170, ladies and gentlemen. Looking for 175 to stay alive. Shinbone in the lead at 170. Going once. Shinbone in the lead at 170. Looking for 175. Do we hear 175? Going twice, ladies and gentlemen. Werner and Bone going at it. Who's going to win? You just never know. But it's the last call for Mr. Alcohol. Shinbone in the lead at 170. Looking for 175. Do we hear it? Will it clear it? You just never know. All in. James Warner coming in with the George at 175, ladies and gentlemen. Going once to James at 175. Shinbone says he won't back down. Coming in at 180. Looking for 185. Do we hear 185 going twice? Shinbone and Werner going at it. Who's going to win? It's last call, ladies and gentlemen. Shinbone holding strong at 180. Looking for 185. All in. Fair warning. What warning? This bad piece is going to be sold to Shinbone for 180. All right. Congratulations, Shinbone. Thank you, brother. James Warner, thank you as well. All right. We got 113 likes on the night. That's not bad for just hanging out, having a good time. What's up, Crawdaddy Stacks? Good to see you, brother. All right, next one coming up, we have another Barber dime. We're going to put this under the scope, the invisible scope. Right now, this one is a 1911 Denver. It is a VF, pretty close to an XF. I mean, this thing is really nice. You got full readable Liberty in the headband. Really clean fields. Really nice, unadulterated coin right there. The reverse. It has one little flaw that I see, and that's right there. That little bitty rim ding on it. But hey, you know what? This coin isn't a coin that's so valuable that you want to get it slabbed or anything, so the ding doesn't really hurt it. But I do want to point things out when I see them. And we will start the bid on this one at 10 bucks. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Jungle Marine, I do not have any more Una Onzas. I'm going to try to see what I can get down in Texas, but silver being so high, it's going to be pretty rough. Guys, Eric at 10, Zeke at 11, Forrest at 12, ladies and gentlemen. Looking at 14 from Zeke Rodriguez. The problem with high silver is its industrial use, raising prices drastically for everyone. Yeah, you know. SD Bullion's website down for maintenance. Oh, poor SD Bullion. I'm sure they'll be just fine. But thanks for letting us know, brother. I appreciate it. All right, guys. Zeke at 14, looking for 15, ladies and gentlemen. Going once. Yes, they do. There's a lot of things in defense of this country that use a lot of silver. So do electronic car batteries use a big amount of silver. I mean, it's interesting. Matter of fact, I had said something a couple months back about the batteries that are using it, you know. Going twice. Zeke at 14. Zeke about to get a deal. Last call for Mr. Alki Hall. Guys, Sergeant Stacker says, nope, I got 15. Sergeant Stacker in there at 15. Looking for 16, ladies and gentlemen. Do we hear 16? 1 kilo per battery. CM Silver coming in at 18. Going once with the George. CM in the lead. Sergeant Stacker at 20, ladies and gentlemen. Sarge in the lead at 20. Looking for 21. Going once. Going twice. CM Silver at 21. Got in there just before Zeke. Silver is at 63.55, ending the day, says Eric A. Going once to CM. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Alki Hall. CM in the lead at 21. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to CM Silver. Hold on. Did Zeke get in there? Let me double check. Guys, Zeke Rodriguez got in there with the Snoke, the expert timing. Zeke at 22. Jungle Marine trying to get in there. CM Silver at 23. Going once to see him at 23. Looking for 24. Holy cow, what a timing. Going twice, my friends. CM Silver at 23. Looking for 24. It's once. It's twice. It's 3 times for Larry. Last call for Mr. Alcohol, ladies and gentlemen. CM in the lead at 23. Zeke says he's got 24, ladies and gentlemen. Zeke in the lead with that Snope. CM says I'm alive at 25. Looking for 26. Going once. CM in the lead at 25. Battling it out. Jungle Marine trying to get in there, but CM just a little quicker. Going twice. Crawdaddy Stack says we got a battle. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. CM in the lead at 25. Looking for 26 in the mix. Matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, I'll show you something cool that I got from Crawdaddy Stacks. Guys, Zeke at 26. CM at 27. Holy cow. It keeps going back and forth. Going once. CM in the lead at 27. Looking for 28. Going twice. CM in the lead. The battle rages on. It's once. It's twice. It's... Holy cow. Hold on. Zeke coming back with the George at 28, ladies and gentlemen. Zeke Rodriguez in the lead. Will it go to 29? Oops. Going once. Crawdaddy Stacks sent me that, and he sent me this. A poker chip. Going twice. We have another horse race, says Darren Wilkinson. And she's coming around the side for 4 lengths ahead. It's Zeke Rodriguez. Congrats to Zeke, says CM. Guys, ladies and gentlemen. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Zeke Rodriguez for 28. He's got his battling Krabby there. This is sparkling water from Costco. You get a whole case of 35 of these for like $11.50. Zeke Rodriguez. You get lemon, lime, and grapefruit. 35 total. First buy, first win. Nice, Zeke. Congrats, brother. Good to have you back, man. Zeke's been a long time supporter and watcher of the show. Always good to see him. He's been around since almost day one. All right, next item up, 1925 MS64 Peace Dollar. PCGS slabbed and certified, ladies and gentlemen. MS64, that's pretty darn legit. I'm going to put this out of the way now. And the reserve on this one is actually, was supposed to be 85. I don't know why it says 90, so I apologize. But the reserve is at 85. Wayne Lynn coming in at 90 with the George. Going once. Wayne in the lead at 90, looking for 91. Going twice. You know what? James Warner coming in at 92, like Mr. LeFew. Going once. Looking for 93, like we're Johnny T. Going twice. Wayne Lynn stepping back in. Coming in at 95, ladies and gentlemen. Going once. Luster for days. Going twice. Jedi Master Dev says, woohoo! James Warner coming in at 96. Going once. Going twice. Warner in the lead at 96. Wayne Lynn coming in at a C note, ladies and gentlemen. Going once. Now we're looking for 105 to stay alive. We got a C note, says Doug Wagner. Brother Doug, these ads in the chat are ridiculous. They're putting ads in there now? I have it on manual, so that's all on PayPal. Or not PayPal, YouTube. Last call, ladies and gentlemen. Wayne Lynn at 100. Thought you'd go to 100. James Warner is out. That's a bummer. All right, all in. Fair warning. MPK says no ads. Oh, if you don't have premium, they're giving you the ads. I'm sorry, guys. This bad coin is sold to Wayne Lynn for a hundo. What up, Davis Wall? 38 months, RavenHawk. I'm late per usual. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, though. Hey, you know what? Even if you watch the show after it has already happened, I still appreciate it. All right. You guys are epic. Lot number 21, guys. We're closing in on the end of the stream. This is another Barber dime. Guys, American Patriot, 42 months as a Copper Falcon, going on 4 years. Thank you, American Patriot. I appreciate you, bro. All right, let's turn on the invisible scope. This is a 1908. And it's in VF condition, if not a little better. There's the obverse. There's the reverse. I felt really lucky to get my hands on some really nice quality Barber dimes for you guys, because you just never know. Alrighty. And we'll start the bid at 10 bucks. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. I'd like to get some shipwrecks in. Guys, CM Silver coming in at 20 after Sergeant Stacker was in there. CM in the lead, looking for at least 21 to get her done. Do we hear 21? Going once. What's up, Muscle Shell? Going twice. Davis Wall, y'all coming in with the deuce. Going once. CM on a barber quest tonight, says Rockzilla. CM coming in at 23. These might be dates that he needed to fill his book. Going once. Going twice. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. All in. Fair warning. Davis Wall coming in at 24, ladies and gentlemen. Holy smokes. Going once. See him at 25. Going once. What's up, Gilbert Rogers? Jungle Marine in at 26, ladies and gentlemen. Going once to Jungle Marine. Looking for 27. CM at 27. Looking for 28. Going once. Going twice. Last call, ladies and gentlemen. CM in the lead at 27. All in. Jungle Marine with the George. And the expert timing going once at 30. Looking for 31. Going twice. Jungle Marine says he won't back down. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. All right, ladies and gentlemen, all in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Jungle Marine for 30. What a battle, guys. All right. Jungle Marine with the win. That leads us to our last item on the night, ladies and gentlemen, and that is lot number 22. This one was probably one of the coolest because I've only seen this once at the shop. This is the Queen's Beast, all the beasts on 1 ounce coin put out, or 1 ounce round put out by the Royal Mint. I'm going to put it under the scope so you guys can see a little closer detail of the different beasts on there, but it has all of them. That thing is pretty stout. I really like that. Jungle Marine says gifted to James. All right, we're going to give this to James Warner from Jungle Marine. So let me put James Warner on here. And ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you what. To the end of stream, I'm going to add a 1/10 ounce silver. I don't even know what the value on a 1/10 is now. But there's a 1/10. I'm going to put it in a holder. Love when you guys give out stuff to each other. I think that's too cool. So now the end of stream just got a little better. Courtesy of Jungle Marine. Let me get the price. $6.40 for melt. So if it's $6.40 melt, they're probably like $8 or $9 in a shop nowadays. They always charge a lot for those. Okay, Queen's Beast, ladies and gentlemen. We have a reserve bid at only 67. That is pretty darn fair. So good luck, my friends. Good luck. Guys, American Patriot coming in at 67. Yoksnab and them trying to get in. Jedi Master Deb coming in at 70 with the George, ladies and gentlemen. Jedi Master Deb in the lead. Going once. What's up, Chad Brookman? Going, guys, buy up gold and silver coming in at 75 and staying alive. Going once. Looking for 76 in the mix. Going twice. Eric A in the nest at 76, ladies and gentlemen. Michael LeFew trying to get in there. Eric A just a little bit quicker on the draw. Looking at 77 from an American Patriot, ladies and gentlemen. American Patriot in the lead at 77. Looking for 78. Do we hear it? Jedi Master Deb coming in at 78, going once. Jedi Master Deb in the lead, going twice. At 78, last call for Mr. Alcohol. Jedi Master Deb in the lead. Eric A coming in at 79. With the Snope, holy cow. 80 from Jedi Master Deb, ladies and gentlemen. Going once to Jedi. Going twice, looking for 81. Last call for Mr. Alcohol. Jedi Master Deb. Eric A says it's all yours. All in. Fair warning. This bad coin is sold to Jedi Master Deb for 80. Congratulations and thank you, everybody. You guys are absolutely rock stars. All right, so Jedi Master Deb. And again, another happy birthday to Jedi Master Deb. What's up, Silver Chupacabra? I wanna choop, baby, choop, doop, doop. A big shout out and thank you to everybody that purchased something this evening. Guys, Des Logic in the nest, coming in and hanging out. 56 months as a Copper Falcon. Thank you, Des. To all the people that purchased something tonight, thank you so much. James Warner, Eric A., Doug Harding, Gary S., Ty McFadden, Jeff, Roy Boy, Blue and Brown Boatsy, CM Silver, Invisible River Ranch, Sergeant Stacker, Cool Thing, Shinbone 5000, Zeke Rodriguez, Wayne Lynn, Jungle Marine, and Jedi Master Deb. Thank you to all the mods. What's up, Christopher Sherman, Jedi Master Deb, Doug Wagner, The Brother Man, Create Craft Coins and Collectibles, J-Dog, Silver Chupacabra, American Patriot, Invisible River Ranch, Mustang Dave, Sergeant Stacker, Resin Dragon Studios, Johnny T, CM Silver, Mustang Dave, American Patriot, Peter Bowes, Mud Swat if he came in. I'm sure I missed somebody. I always do, it seems. It's not on purpose. Teacher 1388, there he is. All right, guys. Let's see what we got going on. So for the Industream giveaway, my friends, we're giving away a slabbed Merc Dime 1943 MS66, ladies and gentlemen, plus the 1/10 ouncer. You know what? I'm curious. Let's look under the scope and see what the reverse on this dime looks like. It's got a decent line. I mean, I don't think it's completely full split. Let me take a look here. It's really, really darn close, guys. I mean, like, I mean, you're literally splitting hairs, but that thing is pretty darn nice no matter what. All right, so let's turn on the Nightbot. And get this Industream giveaway started. All right, I'll be back in about 2 minutes. We'll pick a winner and call it a night. Good luck, everybody. Beautiful little nugget. All right, ladies and gents. again, I appreciate everybody being here tonight. And maybe we'll get some stuff for a buy it now here. If I can find some stuff down in Texas, we'll see. But I am going to be in Texas tomorrow afternoon and Saturday at the Grapevine show. So if you're there and you see me walking around, come by and say hi. I'd appreciate seeing you. All right, all in, fair warning, winner, chicken dinner in 3, 2, 1, booyah! Miss Stacker, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Stacker, the one and only, with the win. Holy cow, guys. All right, congratulations to Mrs. Stacker. Very cool. All right, my friends. Let me close this out. Turn off that Nightbot. And T-Rep, good to see you. Yoxnav, thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. Resin, I will try to have as much fun as possible. Miss Stacker said thank you. Create Craft, I saw it. But thank you for letting me know, brother. You're always on top of things. Really cool. You the man. All right. I am going to go eat myself some soup. Trying to stay healthy here. But like always, understand, guys, I really appreciate you being here. More than you know. Make sure to take care of one another. We'll see you real soon. RavenHawk Coins, have a great day.